Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing a really quick and short tutorial about making a greeting card with this printable file from Calico Collage. So this file is called Romantic Lovers, and we're going to be using the beautiful little papers here along the side. Calico Collage does a whole lot of really beautiful vintage work. Her graphic design is amazing. And when I saw these papers here on this sheet, I just had to do something with them. One of them seems to have old writing. I don't know if it's another language or what, old script writing. And then there's this blank one with a frame, and then this music evening chimes. And I'm just a sucker for old music and papers and stuff like that. And so these are little miniature versions. I just adore them. So pretty much what we're going to be doing is a simple greeting card that you can use to send pretty much for any occasion. This is kind of a Valentine's pack, but you know, this is I'm going to do it a little bit more neutral colors, so you could use it, you know, for a friend, for Valentine's Day, for a birthday, for a wedding. There's just going to be a lot of uses for it. It's not going to just be specific to Valentine's Day. So all I'm doing is cutting it out here with my Tim Holtz scissors. I like these scissors. All right. This paper here, I chose this one that had these little speckles on it. I don't know if you can see that, little speckles, because I think it gave it a little bit more dimension and made it look a little bit more vintage or a little bit more, you know. They're scored in the middle. I got a whole pack of them at, I keep wanting to say TJ Maxx, Tuesday morning, both TMs, you know, for just a few dollars. So it was a really good price. So I just fold that in half. I took my here, I'm going to show you the finished design so you know what we're going for. You'll have to pardon me, this is my first tutorial and I'm learning right along with you, but here it is. This is what we're going for and what I made. I had some 3D elements here to really pop out the paper and make it extra special. So now that you see what we're going for, here's what we're going to do. Okay, I cut all 3 papers out. You can arrange them any way. I'll just do it the same way I did before. I wanted to put the plain one in the middle to kind of break it up. Now, I could leave it the way it is, but I really wanted to make the edges just a little bit more. So this is a Fisker's Romantic Edging Punch, and you can choose any one you want. I'm going to do a different one than I did in the other one, and I'm just going to punch each of the corners. And it just really adds more dimension. Now, you know, you could do that or not. Doesn't really matter. One thing I learned that you have to be careful with when you're doing these corners is to make sure you line up the corner in there or you will mess it up. Okay, there's one. I'm just going to do the same on all 3 of them. These are a little bit difficult to push down, but I just printed this on regular copy paper. The one here I did on the other one I did on presentation paper, but I wanted to see how it came out on copy paper, and I'm pretty pleased with it. It doesn't have to be super thick because we're gluing it onto a thick cardstock. And we are almost done here. All right, now that we have the corners punched, we're going to arrange them how we want them. So I kind of fanned it out like so. And then I have my Tombow Mono Dots adhesive roller. And just add some adhesive. I'll add more later on, but this is just to place them how I like them. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. You could do it different every time. See, I put that a little too far, so I can just move it until I like it. There we go. Now that we have it where we want it, I'm just going to put a whole bunch of adhesive across the back. I like using this if I'm using copy paper, this roller, any kind of adhesive roller. because then you don't have a wet glue that's warping the paper. Okay, so now that's on the card. And I added a little bit of the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. This kind is Pearl, I believe. And I just sprayed a couple times. I don't think you'll be able to see on here. I don't know, maybe you can. It glimmers. It has this beautiful glimmer that really adds a lot of dimension. So that really made it for me. Now, when I made this card here, I actually sprayed them before I put them on because I used a tiny attacher under the buttons to attach them first so they were held together. But you can spray it this way too. It just makes the whole card glimmery. Okay, now our 3D elements. You can use anything. Here's what I have. Some chunky buttons and little rosette there, which is similar to what I did on here, but a little different too. And I'm doing it in a group of 3 here in the corner. So I have some glue. I used a hot glue gun for the other one. I just didn't want that in the video because of the cords and all the mess it makes. So I just have some tacky glue in here. It was the bottom of a bottle and I just can't waste glue. So I'm gonna dip it. It's just gonna take a little bit longer to dry, and I don't know, I might have to go back in with a glue gun if, I think this will hold just fine though. 1, 2, I've got some extra glue there around the edge. I'm just gonna wipe it off. There we go. Perfect. And the last one. Yeah, don't use too much glue. Okay, so there's my little cluster. Okay. If any of the little corners are sticking up like you missed with the roller, I just went back in, added it, pushed it down so that it doesn't get caught on the envelope and rip or tear. Now that glue will dry clear and you won't see it around the edge of the button. But that is as simple as it is. Now on this sheet here, what's left, there are a bunch of words. So you could cut that out, you know, 1 love, 1 life, 2 become 1, my love. You could cut any of those out and glue it here over it. I didn't because I'm using this as an all occasion card and not as a Valentine's card. But that would be perfect for a Valentine's card. And depending upon the colors you use, you could really make it any occasion. So that's really simple. Down below in the comments, I'm going to put a link to this file so that you can check it out if you want to work with it. I really recommend working with this file, especially all those words and the beautiful little papers. And subscribe if you enjoy these quick little tutorials, and hit like if you want to see more like it. Thank you and have a wonderful day.